Alright, Purple Sauce here, also known as the Lemon, which is my old name. So here we have another racing incident that I have to break down because people I just believe Jimmy Broadbent, no matter how many times I debunk quite a few of his reaction videos, some of the points in his reaction videos, not all of them. I'm not saying he's bad at judging everything, but it's been every video, there's one or two I have to literally go to the comment sections and debunk what he says because what he's saying doesn't make any sense. And at the same time, it's like taking someone's word for it just because they're a professional racer. I'm a top split driver. What a top split driver means is I'm top 1% of the top 1% of multiple racing games, mind you. So whether we're talking about simulation like iRacing or pure arcade like Forza, Trackmania, it doesn't matter. I'm a very strong racer. Typically, I race in the middle of the top splits. I'm not the fastest top split driver, but I'm not slow either. Usually, you'll find me in the middle of the pack. That being said, we're just going to go ahead and watch it. No commentary. I don't really care for the sound. It's not necessary. I'm just going to let you watch the event. Alright, so that's basically it. Based on this, people said that this guy in front reacted to him. Let me show you why I know this isn't a reaction, okay? So first off, I gotta go to full screen. We're gonna go frame by frame, and I'm gonna show you how I know this isn't a reaction. The first thing we need to know is, what is the human reaction time? Let's go ahead and Google that real quick. Alright, let's go ahead and look at this. Right here, it is 3/4 of a second. This is a bit too much because, you're racing. It's a lot like playing a shooting game. When you anticipate something is there, we're going to say it's probably half of that. So what was that? 750 divided by half is 325. So we could say 300 to 400 milliseconds, right? That's a pretty good range. The reason why it's 300 to 400 milliseconds is because let's say you're listening for a sound, your reaction towards audio is even faster than your sight. So let's say with audio, you might react in 1/4 of a second if you clearly know and expect that something is coming. If you don't know something's coming, it's going to take you a bit longer to react to that, right? For driving, it's even longer because you have to input the inputs so the car does what you want it to do. But it's going to take them at least 1/3 of a second to react, okay? Now, I want you to look at his wheel. Now, I want you to remember, we're going frame by frame. Look at when he starts turning his wheel. Right here is about when he starts turning his wheel. You see this? He's turning his wheel and he's halfway behind him. There is no way he saw this car moving and reacted to this. Because he's already turning his wheel. Look, he hasn't even finished turning. So when we go to the outside, you don't see this. This is the problem. When you look at the outside view, it looks like he reacted. He turned his wheel a long time ago before he even got there. He was already moving. So for people saying that this is a reaction, I'd say no, this was a coincidence. And you could tell it's a coincidence. Just look at it. That's just such a coincidence. I would say it's bad timing that makes it look like a reaction. So now that we know when he actually turned his wheel, just go back and watch this again. Knowing that information. So right here is when he turned his wheel. There's no way. There's no way he reacted to that. He already turned before he even completed this. And then the other reason why it's his fault is like I said, he never cleared the car. So if we look at where he is right now, let's say directly in the middle of the track, where did he stop turning? He never cleared him. So basically his back end would be right here. He still would have smashed him anyway. So he never cleared this car in front by doing this move. So not only do you have the fact that he used a chase car, he never cleared this car. For some reason, he hopped directly behind him. You can't really take this line directly on this wall because the track is curving. So you need some sort of slip angle so that way you can safely take this corner. Not only that, this guy said, I'm going to be on the end. My bad, I right-clicked. This guy said he's going to be on the inside the entire time. Where's this guy's car the entire time? He's on the inside line. This is the thing. He's on the inside line. Not only that, look at how much his car moved. So The other way to know if something is a block, you look at how much a car moved, right? So where is he on the track? He's in the middle of the track, right? So he's in the middle of the track. Where's his car? It's still in the middle of the track. When this collision happened, it was still in the middle of the track. He still hadn't moved much. He got ran from behind. I don't know how to make this more obvious. Going frame by frame makes it even more obvious. Bro, you never cleared the car. Look at this. You never cleared the car. What do you mean this is reactionary? You can even see it from right here. He never cleared the car. Even if we don't take into account that this guy changed the angle of his car, and then, like I said, it's when he's about halfway, right here is when he moves. There's no way he reacted to that because he already moved. It wasn't a late move. He literally wanted to not break to the outside and stay on the inside line and hug the inside line. He made this clear from the start what he was gonna do. And you never cleared his car. So let's say, because the only thing he did here was change the, like I said, was just change the angle. The rear of the car is still going to be in the same position. You can see he only changed the angle. You were hitting him regardless. You never cleared the car, bro. How is this not your fault? So, you never cleared the car. Great. Alright, let's go ahead and this is really going to solidify it, too. Of what I'm talking about. Can we go to his inside view, please? This is really going to solidify it. Watch his rear view mirror. If this isn't proof that he didn't move his car, he only changed the angle, I don't know what is. So right now, his car is right there. Right? So this is what I meant when I was saying on the forums that he never changed his actual car position. He only changed the angle. Like, bro, the position of the car right here didn't change. I hope you noticed that. The position of the car never changed. I'm gonna do it again. In case you miss it, I'm gonna do it again. Where's the position of his car? Right here. Let's see if the position of this car changes. No, it does not. It literally does not come further back into the middle of his view until he starts braking, where he gets deleted from behind. So regardless of what happened, the car from behind was hitting him. The car from behind doesn't have overlap. And this guy has said he made one move. That was to be on the inside line. He stayed on the inside line the whole time. If we go and watch this again, he said, I'm going to be on the inside. And he's on the inside. He says, I'm going to the outside. He decided not to go to the outside. This guy only, like I've said this so many times, he only shifts his angle so that way he can stay on the innermost line. He's going to probably need to shift a little bit more. It happens a lot under braking. Sometimes you don't do things perfectly and you shift a little bit while you're braking so that way you can get to the correct line. But he's basically saying he wants to stay on the inside. He said it was going to be on the inside the whole time. Hugging the wall is not something you would typically do. How do we know it's not something you typically do? Because even the chase cars are doing that bullshit. So if even the chase car knows you can't hug this inside wall to take this corner, he knows what he's doing is wrong. I don't really have anything else to say about this. If you still don't understand how the chase car is at fault, I don't know what to say. First off, he is racing erratically, not in a predictable fashion. He doesn't have any overlap, so he doesn't have any cornering rights to do this at all. Now, this is basically a textbook dive bomb. He never cleared the car in front, so he was always going to hit the car in front, as I've shown. So that's there. That was never going to change. And on top of that, the lead car has the inside line, and he stuck to the inside line the entire time. The only thing he did was shift his direction of travel to stay on the inside line because the track is curving. Because he's not on the outside and he's not LMP, he's not going to brake right here, obviously. I think that even the LMP missed their corner. Like, I'm pretty sure the LMP missed. Yeah, The LMP missed their corner. The LMP saw the bullshit that was going on behind him, and he wanted to not get collected, and he got collected anyway. So LMP actually was breaking too late, but the reason why he was breaking late is because he saw this bullshit. And well, unfortunately, even though he saw this bullshit coming, this guy still murdered two drivers. I don't really have anything else to say about this.